How to get pre-approved for a VA home loan. Since there's a lot of information and I don't want to miss anything or leave anything out, this is going to be a two-part video, so be sure to check out part 2 on the playlist. In part 1 of this video, I'm going to cover what the VA funding fee is and why it's included and who's exempt from paying the funding fee. I'm Jed with Manual Mortgage, and on this channel, we educate you on everything mortgage. I give you the straight answers and hang around if you want to learn more details. So, considering that a VA loan requires no down payment and has no monthly mortgage insurance, aka PMI, the VA funding fee is necessary to allow this program to be possible and these advantages to continue to be available for all members of the U.S. Armed Forces. Now, here's a quick definition of the VA funding fee. So it's a percentage of the loan amount which is calculated based on the type of loan and veteran's military category. Either first time or subsequent subsequent user and down payment. Keep in mind there is no down payment required on a VA loan. However, to reduce the VA funding fee, the veteran has an option to make a minimum down payment of at least 5%. So if the veteran receives any amount of income through a VA service-connected disability, also known as VA disability income, or a qualifying surviving spouse of a veteran will be exempt from any VA funding fee to purchase or refinance a current VA loan. Now, there are too many rates and how they are actually applied, so I'm just going to give you a couple of examples of funding fee rates, and I'll put a link below for the VA funding fee table that'll give you all the percentages you'll need to know for the different types of military categories. For active duty, reservists, and those who qualify under the National Guard, the funding fee rate is going to be, for the first time use, is going to be 2.30% of the purchase price. Now, if this is going to be the second, third, fourth, or fifth time they're going to use it, this is typically called a subsequent use fee. Now, this subsequent use fee is now going to be 3.6% of the purchase price. Now, you might be saying, whoa, that's a lot of money, and what's the point of having a zero money down when there's this first time and subsequent use fee? Well, this funding fee could be paid several ways. One, it could be paid out of pocket, or two, 99% of the time, it's going to be financed into the loan. So for some quick and simple math, on $100,000 times 2.3%, that equals $2,300 out of your pocket, or once again, you can finance it into the loan. So now your new loan amount would be $102,300. Now, as I mentioned before, 99% of the time, the VA funding fee is financed into the loan, and 100% of the time, it's a lot easier for the monthly payment to slightly increase than it is to come out of pocket any amount of funds. Now, if you're a subsequent user of the VA loan, the funding fee, once again, is 3.6% of the loan amount. So to keep things easy, 100,000, 3.6 would be $3,600. So your funding fee, or your new loan amount, I should say, would be $103,600. Now remember, this is a true zero down payment loan and has lower qualifying scores. Let's say, mid scores of 620 to 640, and you'll qualify for the best rates. And I also mentioned, once again, no PMI. Now, if there's PMI on a conventional loan or a VA FHA loan, that could be well over $200 a month on a $300,000 purchase price. Once again, zero down payment, super important. So is the VA loan good? It's actually the best loan out there. And don't forget, if someone receives some type of VA disability, they're going to be exempt from that funding fee. Now, here's a pro tip for lenders. Be sure, if it's required, that you include the VA funding fee in your application. If you forget to include the VA funding fee on your application and loan disclosures, you're going to incur a hefty cost because you didn't disclose or forgot to disclose the VA funding fee on your loan disclosures. You're going to be using for the loan. You and your bank are going to be responsible for paying that funding fee on behalf of the veteran. Now, let me shine some light on this. On a $250,000 sales price, that's going to be $6,500 that you and your bank are going to be on the hook for. Now, this needs to be paid at the time of closing, and for that mistake, unfortunate for the lender, but a bonus for the veteran, because they were actually working with an inexperienced lender or a loan officer. They might be getting the funding fee paid on behalf of the bank. Now, there's nothing funny about this. I've never done this myself. However, I've seen it a few times on larger loan amounts, and man, it can get costly and it's a huge mistake, and you're going to, so just make sure that you do the best job all around. Now, if you like this information so far and you found some value, please give us a thumbs up. And I'm going to go a little off topic to tell you a quick little story that I had a while back. So a while back, I had a call from a veteran. He was in his 80s. And he says, I think I'm ready to use my VA benefit to purchase a home. And I want to at least have something to leave to my kids. I remember asking him, well, why'd you wait so long to use it? And he said, well, you can only use it one time, and I wanted to make sure that I used it when it counts. Of course, I had to tell him, you know that these benefits never expire, and you can use it as many times as you want. He even received a 100% rating from the VA, which means he's also exempt from the VA funding fee. Now, why am I telling you this? It's because there's a lot of misinformation and a lot of myths regarding a VA loan. Now, if you qualify for this is the best loan out there, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And this may be the only time to say it's okay to use the word entitled. So be sure to use what you're entitled to. Now, give us a thumbs up if you learned something in this video, and if you didn't, give us a thumbs down. But before you leave, make sure you give us a comment and let me know what you'd like to cover. Be sure to check out the links below for the VA funding fee table. I'll also include the link for part 2 on how to get pre-approved for a VA loan. Big shout out to my friend, retired Staff Sergeant Craig Casipe of the United States Marine Corps and his wonderful family. Thanks for stopping by.